Hi everyone, welcome back. War films often try to capture the chaos, fear, and brotherhood of the battlefield. Few early 1950s films attempted this with the raw immediacy of Retreat Hell, a gritty depiction of the United States Marines during the brutal opening months of the Korean War. Released during the war itself, the film carries a unique authenticity. Unlike many Hollywood productions of its time, it was made with direct cooperation from the United States Marine Corps, and even features real Marines alongside professional actors. The story follows a group of Marine reservists who are suddenly called back to service. When the Korean War erupts in 1950, civilians from different walks of life, students, workers, and veterans of World War II, are rapidly transformed into combat-ready Marines. Their destination, the Korean Peninsula. After the North Korean invasion of the South in June 1950, United Nations forces, led largely by the United States Armed Forces, rushed to defend South Korea. Early in the war, the situation looked bleak. But by September 1950, the daring amphibious landing at Battle of Inchon turned the tide. The film places its characters directly into these historical moments. We see the Marines land during the Inchon Operation Mudflats, sea walls, and urban fighting, recreated with impressive realism for the era. The landing itself was one of the most risky operations of the war, masterminded by Douglas MacArthur, and it forced North Korean forces into a rapid retreat. But victory was short-lived. As the war pushed north toward the Chinese border, the situation changed dramatically when Chinese forces entered the conflict. This escalation led to one of the most legendary and brutal battles in Marine Corps history, the Battle of Chosin Reservoir. And this is where the film earns its title. At Chosin Reservoir in the winter of 1950, thousands of Marines and UN troops were surrounded by a vastly larger Chinese army in sub-zero temperatures. Instead of surrendering, the Marines fought their way out in a desperate fighting withdrawal. It was during this campaign that Marine Commander Lewis B. Puller reportedly responded to the news that his forces were surrounded with the famous words, "We're surrounded." That simplifies the problem. The phrase "retreat hell" captures the spirit perfectly. In military terms, the Marines weren't retreating. They were advancing in another direction, fighting their way south while carrying wounded and maintaining discipline under impossible conditions. The film recreates these events with a mixture of studio scenes and real military equipment, including tanks, artillery, and aircraft provided by the Marine Corps. While modern viewers may find the pacing slower and the dialogue somewhat patriotic, typical of early Cold War cinema, the film still delivers a compelling glimpse into the realities of the Korean War. What stands out most is the emphasis on unit cohesion. The characters aren't portrayed as invincible heroes. Instead, they are ordinary men learning to survive combat together, relying on training, leadership, and each other. This approach reflects the real history of the Marines during the campaign. Despite freezing weather, shortages, and overwhelming enemy numbers, the 1st Marine Division successfully broke through encirclement and evacuated thousands of troops and civilians from the port of Hungnam in December 1950. In that sense, Retreat Hell functions almost like a cinematic tribute. It honors the resilience of the Marines, who fought through one of the most difficult campaigns of the Korean War, a conflict often overshadowed by World War II and Vietnam, yet filled with extraordinary acts of courage.